It's the latest news. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, it's Jara with Wicked Prepared. Let's take a moment today to talk about what is going on with Augason Farms. Now this has been big news all over the prepper community. I'm not sure if it's really been in the mainstream news, so if you know about that, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. But this has been passed around the prepper community for the last few days. This happened on the 7th of October 2021. If you don't know what I'm talking about, now Augason Farms is a big survival food storage company that's pretty well known, and they did put out a letter on the 7th basically saying they will no longer be supplying products for at least the next 3 months. Now a lot of people have said they're shutting down. That's not exactly how I would describe it. From the letter it sounds like they are not able to procure raw materials to produce their products, and so they're going to be taking the next 3 months to hopefully get the raw materials they need, get their production going, maybe narrow down their product line a little bit so they can focus on, the things that people really want. Now honestly, I'm not very surprised by this. I don't think it's that surprising given everything that we know about our food supply right now, the state of our food supply and our supply chain. I don't think it's a really big surprise, but I think why everyone is so worked up about this is I think it's very symbolic. You've got a company that a lot of preppers rely on for some of their food storage that's now saying, we cannot supply you with what you need. And it's showing us kind of the other end of the supply chain. We see our end a lot. We see the items that are missing in our stores, but now we're seeing a big company that we're familiar with saying, hey, we're not able to get what we need on our end to start the process to get you what you need on your end. It just seems very symbolic and very profound. But really, it's just another symptom of this desperately crumbling system that we've been watching sort of implode slowly over the last year and a half. It really feels like we're on a sinking ship, guys. And that's why you need to have your lifeboat ready, and you need to have it equipped with all the things that you're going to need to weather this storm until we can find sunnier skies. Because I promise you, better things are coming. This too shall pass. We just don't know what kind of a storm we're going to have to pass through to get there. Now, there's still some Augason Farms products that are available through Amazon and other places like that. I'll put some links to some of our favorite ones that we've used down in the comments. But honestly, what you don't need to do right now is panic. You do not need to run out and purchase every Augason Farms product that you can. This is hopefully only going to be a temporary thing for them. They said 3 months. They're hoping to get back on track within 3 months, and God willing, that will happen. There's also other companies and other sources for these types of foods. Now, if you do choose to go to Amazon and get some things because you want to get some things, watch out for the seller and the price. You need to know your price point. Because as the items start to disappear and go out of stock, they're going to be sold by other, sometimes unscrupulous sellers who are going to jack up the prices. In fact, right now, there's probably people buying up Augason Farm products at the regular prices so that they can jack up the prices and resell them once the stock is depleted. So know your price points. If you do purchase, make sure you're purchasing from Amazon or at a typical price that you would purchase it from. There are other places that you can get these kind of foods in the meantime, and I will put some links down in the description box of some of the places that we go to. And speaking of other companies, that brings me to my next point. We've had a lot of people ask us about Thrive Life and if Thrive Life could be affected in the same way that Augason Farms has been. If you've been watching our channel, you know that we use and stock a lot of Thrive Life products, and you probably know that I'm also a Thrive Life consultant. I became a consultant originally because it was the very best way to get the very best price on the very best freeze-dried food. I've said before that freeze-dried food sealed in cans is the gold standard in food storage. Well, Thrive Life is the gold standard in freeze-dried food. Now, the things that make Thrive Life such high quality are the things that are going to give them a leg up over some of these other companies in the situation that we're in right now. They have done a lot to cut out a lot of the middlemen. They've cut down a lot of the extra links in that supply chain, so there's a lot less places that their chain can actually break down. Number one, they work directly with farms. They have farms that are contracted to grow specifically for them. And because of that, they're able to control the quality. They have very high quality standards. They have a 40-step, inspection process that if the food does not pass, they don't take it. From there, they actually, several years ago, they put their own freeze dryers in. They built their own state-of-the-art freeze drying facility, and that really sets them apart. That is very unique. They are the only company that has that. The other companies have to contract out to have their food freeze dried at other facilities. So they're able to be very proactive about procuring their food and getting their product produced. They actually ordered several more freeze dryers, and these are not just the little $2,000 machines that you see sold on the internet. These are multi-million-dollar machines the size of school buses. And they have to be shipped from overseas, which has been part of the issue, getting them, from overseas to the United States where their production facility is and getting them installed. But they're being very proactive to make sure that they don't fall into the same situation. They have procurement experts and they've added more procurement experts to make sure that they're able to procure the raw materials that they need. And they literally have control of those products from the farm to the factory, right to your door. It goes from the farm that they work with to their facility where they freeze dry it, they package it, they ship it from their warehouse straight to your door. So that really cuts out a lot of the problematic links in the supply chain. So no, Thrive Life is not worried about falling into this same predicament. In fact, they feel like they're in a pretty good position right now. They really feel good about their future. Now, if you've been looking into Thrive Life and you've been considering purchasing or you've been considering becoming a consultant, this is a great time to do it. Like I said, it's the least expensive way to purchase the food if you're a consultant. Even if you never sell to anyone else, you get your own commission on the food that you purchase. So that's a plus right there. And then you also, during the month of October 2021, they have a special promotion where they're giving $25 in free credit to anyone who signs up as a consultant during this month. And then they also have some things that they have all the time. No matter when you sign up, you can earn $25 free credit by completing a quick training in the back office, $25 free credit for making your first sale, all sorts of other ways to earn free credit and half off coupons. So if you're interested, I'm going to have my link down in the description box, and go ahead and shoot me a message if you have any questions and I can let you know all about it. It's also really great, honestly, in this day and age, the things that people are facing right now, there's some people having to make some really tough decisions with their job and their career. And I am so thankful, honestly. I've thanked my lucky stars more than once in the last few weeks not to have to be in that position, to be able to be self-employed and just not to have to deal with that type of decision making. Because really this is a gig economy, and the more streams of income that you can give yourself, the better off you'll be. During this video, you might have noticed this tree down in the yard behind me. I came down here to enjoy the beautiful fall weather and record this little segment, and I noticed a tree laying out in the yard. We've had this happen once before. This tree was actually taken down by a beaver. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. So we live right on the river over here. So apparently we have a beaver nearby. All right, guys, that's all for today. I did want to just take a few minutes to address that. We've been getting a lot of comments on the channel and a lot of messages about this subject, and a lot of people are, worried, questioning if the same type of fate could happen to Thrive Life. So I just wanted to address that. Hopefully this is just a blip in the radar for Augason Farms. It is concerning, but it's not surprising. It's just kind of a sign of the times. So hopefully they'll be back in 3 months. And in the meantime, don't panic, but certainly don't overlook it. It's definitely something to keep in mind. Just keep filling that lifeboat. Just keep supplying the lifeboat with the things that you might need, because the ride in the lifeboat might not be as comfortable as it would have been on the cruise ship, but it's definitely better than drowning. All right, guys, I'm Jara with Wicked Prepared. Survive today, thrive tomorrow. We'll see you next time.